Hello friends, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's been quite a few Sundays since I've filmed one of these archive updates, and I thought that now was a good time to pop in and give you a heads up on what's going on and what you can expect going forward for a little bit. So yeah, here we are. I'm on my alt character who I'm trying to get through Heaven's Ward and probably a chunk of Stormblood. Yeah, it's a grind. I'm trying to get her there for botanist quests. Oh, Cubby's walking on my keyboard. I'm trying to get her there for botanist quests because the botanist quests reference Saint Mociane's Arboretum, that dungeon, which I'm pretty sure is an optional dungeon you unlock when you finish the Heavensward MSQ. But they reference it like you've done it. And I've been trying to find a character who hasn't done Saint Mociane's, and I can't find any, I can't find any optional, I can't find anything anywhere that says that the dialogue changes if you haven't done it. And I can't remember if there's a way, when you look up the dungeon, it says it's an optional dungeon. And I know it's an optional dungeon because it's not part of the MSQ. They just say, hey, you're an adventurer, will you go and clear this place out for us or something? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But all of my characters have done Saint Mociane's. And part of it is because, this might be a hot take, but I hate this. If you buy a level skip or an MSQ skip, it's an MSQ skip. If you buy an MSQ skip, it just auto unlocks every optional dungeon that isn't part of the MSQ. And I really don't like that, because then I think it's one thing to skip the MSQ, but then that also skips all of those quests. So you don't get to experience that kind of lore. And I get why I guess they would do that, but I don't know, I don't like it. I don't think they should do that with the MSQ skips. I think you should still have to kind of go back and do the optional dungeons, those specific quests, but I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take and everybody thinks they should just be auto-unlocked, but it's annoying for me because I'm trying to do things where checking dialogues and stuff, where if you've done a dungeon or if you haven't done a dungeon, but a few of my characters have been MSQ skipped, and they're just off the table because they've already got those quests just auto-completed. So that's where I'm at right now, where I'm trying to find out if the Stormblood Botanist Quests dialogue changes if you haven't done Saint Mociane's Arboretum, and is it possible to not do Saint Mociane's? Because I know that there's a hard mode of the dungeon, and this is not easily Googleable for me. I'm pretty sure the wiki says Saint Mociane's is an optional dungeon. And I'm at the vault right now. She's standing outside the vault, ready to go in. Here's our friends here. And so I'm getting close. I always forget how the Heavensward story unfolds. I always forget that you go through the vault and then you still have to go back to the Sea of Clouds and fight the whale, and then you go out to Azislaw and everything. I just forget the way that it goes. So yeah, but oh my god, Cubby's pushing buttons. But I can't MSQ skip Heavensward. I have to physically sludge my way through it right now, which kind of sucks. Cubby, he's just walking back and forth in front of the microphone now. I can't MSQ skip because I need to have Saint Mociane's Arboretum undone. So I'm having to kind of go through, and it sucks because I know that I'm re-recording ARR quests and Heavensward, and Stormblood at least is my goal coming up. So I'm going to be redoing all of this and paying attention. So I'm just not paying attention to it right now, but yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm going to jump into the vault while we chat, although I've just been sitting outside of the vault while we chat. I think I'm going to do it NPC style though, even though it's way faster to do it with people and I'm a healer, so I could easily get a queue. I'm just going to do it with NPCs so that I can chat and not have to worry about anybody else's health. I will regret this, I'm sure, but whatever. I don't know if I've done this with NPCs before. I have no memory of this. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. Although I have barely played in the last couple of weeks. I've been really busy with IRL stuff, so I have barely done any recording. I think I'm going to do some recording today. I'm going to try to finish up the Gridania arc because I still haven't done the first part of... I haven't finished that part of the ARR 1 to 15 arcs yet. So that's part of my goal today, is to get back into doing that. But I have a pretty jam-packed day. So once I finish filming this, I'm going to get up and do some other stuff. Because there's a lot going on for me IRL. I'm back to doing markets. Right now I am doing Wednesday market, but pretty soon I'm doing Wednesday and Saturday markets, and then possibly some other just miscellaneous markets that are available. And I'm also, as of June 1st, I'm going to be a part owner of a local tap house. So I'm going to be working there on like Mondays and Tuesdays. And I'm still trying to do my weekly Star Stable videos, but those are being moved to Thursdays. So I went from having a fairly fluid schedule to I'm pretty busy now. And let me just tell you, it is stressing me out. It's giving me so much anxiety, but it's gonna be good in the long run. I just have to get past that stress. I've been really busy getting ready for all of these things and kind of building up my inventory for the markets, which I'm still kind of working on, and just getting all the things in place for the June 1st, like when we step into that role there. And yeah, it's just been a lot, and other things are going on IRL that I'm not really gonna discuss, just like family. I don't want to call it drama because it's a little bit more than that, but just things IRL giving me anxiety, and I haven't had the ability to really sit down and focus on anything on my computer, let alone recording, because recording these videos does require me to be able to like sit down and focus on things, and at least for a couple hours at a time. And yeah, I just haven't had the luxury. I've been able to play my horse game a little bit almost every day, and that's about it. So yeah, it's been an anxiety-inducing time for me. I'm very stressed out. I'm on the verge of a breakdown constantly. Hopefully it can even out. I really do want to get back to working on this project. We've got the Make It Rain campaign is starting tomorrow, I think. It's either tomorrow, it is tomorrow, it's Monday, but I don't know what time Monday. It might be like pretty late in the nighttime or early in the morning, I can't remember, but that starts this week, Make It Rain. So it's a good time to farm your MGPs. And then the week after, we've got the Exploration Zone. Can I get this off before he pushes us? Yeah. We got the Exploration Zone coming up next week. So yeah, I'm gonna be setting some time aside for that. I don't start my Tuesday working until June. So until June starts. So I've got 2 weeks where I'm still gonna have Tuesdays to myself. Oh, he about to bash me. So luckily that means that I won't be working the Tuesday of the content drop, so I will be in game working on getting the quests and stuff, and trying to keep up to date with that content. Oh, Horshfunk, go away, he's gonna land on me. So I am still planning to keep up with the new releases. I'm just gonna be struggling with the backlog, which I don't know if anybody is specifically waiting for any old quests. I got a comment on one of my older videos just recently. Not one of my older videos, but on one of the like botanist quest videos, where somebody was like, this content has been out for 10 years. Why are you uploading these videos? I'm just like, okay, well, you're missing the entire point of this channel, but oh well. It's not for them. as much as I like wanted to finish, my goal was to finish the zone quests before this June 1st thing happened, because I've known for a while that this was happening. Like over a month I've been working on it, but I'm prepping for it and just not talking about it. It's being like publicly announced tomorrow, so I can talk about it here. And I don't think any of y'all go to where this is, so it's safe, I think. But I've known that this was coming, and I've really wanted to get the zone quests done before it happened. But just with everything else that's been happening, unfortunately, I wish I had my like shields at this level. Oh my god, it only pulled the Deacon. Why do they have separate aggro things? That's ridiculous. But yeah, with everything else that was happening, I just couldn't get to it. I couldn't finish it. It's been my goal for a while to finish up these dang zone quests. I'm so close. I'm like 3 zones away from all of them being done, and it just didn't happen. But hopefully I can just get a little bit done in the next week or 2 when I have time. I should still be working on like my market stuff, but I don't need to go as hard as I was originally going just to prep for it, so I should be able to slot in some time. But I'm just always full of anxiety. Okay, I'm way over leveled for this. I think I already got, yeah, I've already got my level 60 gear. Okay, so I don't need to open any of these chests. I forgot what I was saying before I got distracted by checking my gear. Oh, just that I'm stressed out. My autistic self is struggling. I feel like obviously there's different kinds of like autistic people, and some people just like thrive on routine and schedules. I am not that person. If I have if I have a regular schedule, I get very stressed out. I get like, if I have to be somewhere specific every day, like my current schedule is gonna be like Mondays and Tuesdays, and just the idea of having to be somewhere every Monday gives me so much anxiety. I'm just like, forever I always have to be there on Monday. Like, that's just what I have to do on Mondays. This is what I do. It gives me so much, I don't know, it gives me so much anxiety. I wish I could be the person who like has just a regular schedule. It would make things so much easier. But no, my brain hates it, and I don't know if that's relatable to anybody else, just the inability to have a regular schedule. It's why like regular kinds of jobs just grate on me over time. I just can't, I don't know, I can't handle it. Why did you get slowed, Alfino? Who even did that to you? Is it because he's not like moving out of those lasers? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't get hit by the lasers, Alpino. I am really excited for the exploration content to come out next week. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited about a lot to do in-game. I just haven't had the time to do it. I've been like really excited to get back to the Gridania 1 to 15 arc and play through that, because I do really like the characters that I made for going back through the story, and I want to get back to doing the things on the moon. But I just can't find the time. And it's making me sad. And then when I do have time to like sit down and play, I'm always so tired. I logged in the other day, and it was like the first time I logged in like 2 weeks. Not true, but it felt like that. And I logged on and I went in and out of all the like FC house and my personal house, just because that's what I do anytime I log on, just to prevent demolition. And then I was like, now what do I do? What am I supposed to do now? I didn't have enough time to really dedicate to any recording. I didn't have the mental capacity to do any crafting. And I knew that like if I tried to do the gathering stuff, oh my god, did somebody explode that? I knew if I tried to do the gathering stuff, it would make me even more sleepy. I was like, I don't even know what to do. I'm logged in. What do I do? So I just did my like daily society quests. And I think I did a roulette, but I don't even know what roulette I did. Maybe I didn't do a roulette. Because I was just not going to take the chance. I'm leveling healers on my main right now. And I just didn't want to take the chance that I would end up in like Mount Gold or something. I did not have the capacity. I should have just come and run around on this character, honestly. Y'all, what are you guys doing? Why are you getting cleaved? Bear witness. Bear witness. Yeah, I should have just run around on this character, or I thought Alfie was toast. Or something else like that, but I don't know, my brain just wasn't working, so I just did my dailies and honestly I did some fate farming. I forgot I did that. It was pretty chill. Fate farming on a white mage. Gnome, hello. Gnome. I think we could go all the way. Oh, ouchies. Oh my god. Help me, Horsefont! Ow. I forgot I hate these guys with their, like, AoE. I'm trying to figure out how to start speaking without saying, but yeah, because I say that so much. But yeah. Or, yeah, so. That's my big one on my horse channel. Every time I start something, I'm like, so, yeah. Yeah, so. But this one is, but yeah, I need to work on my grammar. How do I, what is it, a conjunction? How do I put the two thoughts together without being like, but yeah. Yeah, so. So yeah. Maybe I need to take some Skillshare English classes. Ugh, we're almost done, and then I can zoom through the MSQ later. I've been just putting this dungeon off for literal weeks. I got to this part and I was like, I don't want to do this, but here I am, I'm doing it. I like doing these dungeons as a healer kind of more than anything, because I can just run ahead and pull and I know I'm not gonna die. I can keep myself alive, and I can pretty much keep all the NPCs alive even when they decide to do like dumb things and hide around a corner, Horsefont. No, not yet. I don't like the light in there when they get summoned. Bear witness. Bear witness. I hate doing these as DPS though, because it makes me, I feel like I have to work really, really hard to just get half the speed of doing the dungeon with real people as a DPS, whereas I feel like on healer and tank, I don't have to work that hard compared to if I was doing it with real people. Does that make sense? Am I just imagining this? I almost feel like I can work less hard, because if Alfie's half health and I know he's not going to take any other damage, he's not going to complain at me like a real person might. Because I can just be like, okay, Alfie, you made your decision and I'm going to let you live with that, because I know you're not going to die to anything coming up. But I think a real person might comment on it. Sir Cheribert. We have to hurry. Let's go. Filthy rats. This guy is the star of one of my like favorite cutscenes in the game, when they confront you outside of the Lonely Night or whatever, that inn. Oh, but you can come back in now. I have my pride. What is it called? The Last Night or something like that? The Forgotten Night maybe? I don't know. The bar, the tavern, and he backflips away. Oh my god, just the way that they flipped his model for that looks so ridiculous. It's like my favorite thing in all of Heaven's Ward is that scene. I have my pride. This shall be a mercy. Oh, we're getting holy chained. Ah. Alfino just decided he wasn't going to move for that one. He was going to stay in the middle. Very nice of you, dude. You can tell though this fight is just taking all of my brain power. I'm not talking about anything other than commenting on the fight. Oh, I got something. I skipped a cutscene. Bam! Ooh, an orchestrion wall. I got another one. I got hollowed halls too. Wherever that's from. And that. They got me the Pope robe. I think I'll stick with my Cutie White Mage glam. Although I can't make the top really match the White Mage gear. There's just something about the colors don't match with any white. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Well, let's just not watch this cutscene, guys. I'm not gonna put you through that. Get out of here! Get out of here! Yeah, so that was just a little update. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was probably a big update, actually. Thank you for hanging out with me while I did the vault. I appreciate your emotional support. I definitely needed it. You know, very sad, very sad. I'm just ignoring it all. I'm not thinking about it right now. Yeah, thank you for hanging out today. I like I said, I think I said at the beginning, I don't know how often I'm going to make these going forward. I was doing them weekly, but going forward, I'm not going to really have much to talk about every week, you know? With everything else going on, this project is definitely going to slow down a little bit for a few months. It's just going to be pretty slow. My markets only run through September right now, and then it moves into more sporadic holiday themed markets. So until then, I'm not going to have a whole lot of free time to work on this. Like, I was working on it like it was a full-time job for honestly like a couple years. I've been doing this for a while and I want to keep working on it. Like, I would love to get back into it, but this is kind of the first thing that hits my time chopping block, unfortunately. It's my favorite project that I have, but it's the easiest one to set aside and say I will come back to it later. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm still aiming to work on it. I will not be doing like daily uploads like I was doing for a while. Yeah, I really want to get back to it. I'm not going to make any promises other than I will be doing the current content as quickly as I can. I think I did upload the last event quests already, right? Didn't I do that? I think I did. If I didn't, well, I will soon. But I'm pretty sure I did that. So yeah, the next thing on the docket that's like current content is going to be the event that starts tomorrow, and then the content that drops the following Tuesday. But like I said, I'm hoping to get my 1 to 15 Gridania arc finished and uploaded just so I can be on equal footing there. I've been waiting to move forward with the recordings until I get that done because I like to keep characters moving equally. I don't like to have one character get so far ahead and then realize, oh, I need 3 characters at this moment. So yeah, I want to finish up the Gridania arc and then I can move forward into like the first couple dungeons and all that jazz and re-record those with the graphical update. And I did get a question on a video recently, like my intro to, I think it was the intro to Ul'dah or something, where somebody was like, so what changed in the 7.1? Like, I didn't notice anything different. And honestly, it's just graphical updates. For the majority of everything, it's just graphical updates. And if you don't read the patch notes or weren't paying attention, they finally updated all zones with the 7.2 patch. Every zone in the game has had its graphical update, except for like a very few select zones that are like Ultima Thule and things like that. There were a few that they didn't touch, and I don't know if they are. I think I could see them doing it, but I'm guessing that those zones didn't use as many like shared assets. I don't know what it was, but they were like really specific zones that didn't get the graphical updates. And in 7.1 was when they released like the A Realm Reborn graphical zone updates. So that's why my things say like pre 7.1 or like post 7.1 or something like that, is because that was when they did the big graphical updates for those zones. And that's kind of like the only thing that's really changed since 7.0 has dropped for those quests. So there haven't been any large dialogue overhauls or any like quest shakeups. It really has just been the graphical updates and like the character graphical update kind of thing. I don't know if all characters have had their graphical updates, but I'm done waiting, so I'm just starting the journey again now. So if you were wondering, that's it. It's just a graphical update, and also because my oldest recordings are horrible. You can barely read the text, so I'm just using this as an excuse to re-record and fix it to be better, higher quality, at least on my channel. So yeah, that's it for all of that. And for me today, I think. So yeah, I gave you guys a little bit of a life update and what you can expect from me for the next couple of months at least. And yeah, I might do monthly of these videos, or I might only do them when I feel like I have anything to say. I didn't hate doing them weekly. I just sometimes I don't have anything to talk about other than not archive related things. You know, I used to do weekly vlogs on my main channel back when I was like playing Guild Wars 2 and stuff. I would just get on, run around and do something and chat for an hour, and I didn't hate doing that, but I don't think that kind of content really vibes with people much anymore. You know, it's kind of like a Twitch stream but without the interactivity, and I don't know if that kind of thing flies lately, but it's the kind of content that I tend to enjoy. I like to sit down and chat, and that's why I do my Star Stable weekly videos. It's really just me opening up the update page, talking through it, and then playing the update and talking through it and talking about stuff. So that's why that one never falls. I'm never really gonna cut those. I only cut those if it's a small update or I'm really, really busy. But I tend to prioritize those videos because I like making them and they're super easy to make. Whereas the archive videos require a lot more time and effort and quality control. So as much as I would love to continue working on it like a full-time job, I can't for a while. I gotta actually go work jobs that make money, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. I already said that, but I then rambled for a while longer. So thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for keeping me company running the vault. Thanks for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. I just hit 800 subscribers the other day, which is really exciting for me because I know I don't post relevant content very often. And so I don't know why people subscribe to this channel, but I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I love seeing comments and likes and all that jazz. So yeah, if you're into it, feel free to subscribe. If you like these kind of videos, feel free to let me know and I'll see if I can work it in. But yeah, I appreciate you all so very much, and I'll see you again soon for the new event and everything dropping, and hopefully for some other content when I can thread the needle with some time. So yeah, thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful week, morning, day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope it's great. All right, see you later. Bye.